Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Rick. Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Hope you guys are having a good day. And I think it's a good opportunity now, after spending a good amount of time playing Battlefield 6, to give you guys my honest review, my honest thoughts, my honest opinions, all of that with no sponsorship, no sugarcoating, no bullshit, just a straight up breakdown of what's working in this game and what's not. Because yes, if you are wondering, I think this game is actually having Activision shaking their fucking boots. So if you guys could, I would appreciate if you guys hit that fucking like button, comment your thoughts about the beta down below. I would love to see your guys' opinions. Be honest with me. If you disagree with me, if you agree with me, whatever the case may be, let me know, and I would love to see all your discussions down below. But other than that, let's get into this. So first off, Battlefield 6 looks absolutely insane. I think you guys can see it in the current gameplay that you're watching, because visually this game is fucking beautiful. I'm talking about the graphics, from the detailed environments to the shadows to the lighting to the explosions. All of that is super crisp and immersive. I mean, you can just tell they took their time with the visuals, because, I mean, going back to the destruction.
Fuck out of here. Oh, God. I'm playing Conquest.
This fucking Battlefield shit. Why the fuck the building fall on my shit? The building just fell on me. How the fuck did that happen? I was on a 7 streak, and a fucking building falls on me. It falls on me. God damn, did the Hulk run through that bitch?
It's classic Battlefield, man. Blowing up walls, collapsing buildings, it brings back that chaotic sandbox feel the franchise is known for. It's a reminder that Battlefield isn't trying to be like Call of Duty, and that's a good thing. But it's not about what you just see in the game. It's also about what you hear. The sound design in this game is top tier, man. From the bullets whizzing by your ear to the distant explosions, even the footsteps have that little weight to them that is just different from Call of Duty. It feels like you're fully pulled into the Warzone, like you're actually in the game. And it honestly makes Call of Duty sound like a mobile game sometimes. And yes, I said what I said. Now, the one thing I genuinely love is the UI, and I'm talking about the menu layout, the loadout customization, the scoreboard, the firing range that they put in this game, even the HUD during the gameplay. Even though it's different from Call of Duty, it's all clean, smooth, and easy to navigate, especially for a beta. Now, the only complaint I have, and that's my Call of Duty self coming to Battlefield 6, is if I can take that radar that's at the bottom left of the screen and put it to the top left, boy, would I be going crazy. Now, we never know. Maybe they make that, adjustment in the settings when the game launches in October. And if they do make that change, boy, it's going to make it a lot easier for me to play this game. But I got to tell my brain, I got to tell myself every time I'm playing, look at the bottom left. There is a fucking radar there. Jesus. Now, let's talk about the domination mode in Battlefield 6. 8 versus 8. For those of us that have ADHD brain rot, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't care what you identify as. If you're a fucking plank, listen up. The maps in this mode are so fun to play. The gameplay itself is so fun. It is fast paced. It's for all of those people that are coming from Call of Duty but want to get used to playing Battlefield. It's the perfect mode to play. The maps have just the right amount of verticality, lanes, and flanking opportunities. Boys and girls, they cooked with this fucking mode. It's so much fun to play. I'm not the biggest fan of the big maps yet, because it's, like I said, I'm still getting used to the Battlefield 6 feel, so I wanted to go to domination and just be able to understand how to play the game, how to get used to the new movements. And boys, girls, planks, whatever, it's so much fucking fun. It feels like it's handcrafted for it, and it's just close quarter chaos that a lot of us actually enjoy. Every game in 8v8 feels like a mix of strategy, raw gunfights, and I love that. It's intense, but not overwhelming. It's very fun. Now, I want to make sure I make something very clear, as I'm about halfway done with this video, for anyone that's coming from Call of Duty, okay? And, just to let you guys know, when it comes to the gameplay of this is not COD, all right? If you aren't able to fucking read or look and see that it's different, you can't play like this is Call of Duty. If you're trying to run around like you're in shipment 24/7, slide canceling every corner, you're going to get absolutely fucked. And I mean absolutely fucked. Battlefield demands awareness, positioning, and actual gun skill. Because yes, the aim assist in this game is not on that heavy duty Call of Duty level. I'm just letting you guys know, you actually have to control your shots, censor your aim, and think about every engagement that you're about to be in. It makes for a more rewarding shooter if you're into that type of thing. Every single time you get a kill, you feel like you did it yourself. Also, I need to make sure that you guys understand this. For all of you people that love to play Call of Duty MW3 2023 version, prepare yourself for one-shot shotguns. I'm not saying it's broken. I mean, if you get shot by a shotgun up close, you should die in one shot. But again, just be ready. If someone corners you with a shotty, you're fucked. You're done, ladies and gentlemen. You're actually done. But that's just part of the Battlefield experience. You got all these realistic type guns, and it's just something you gotta be ready for. I'm not gonna lie. Even if you're a little bit further away, you're used to, you know, not getting one-shotted by a shotgun in Call of Duty like that. Just be ready. It's gonna happen. But I need to make sure I break down stuff that I don't like about this game. And I feel like a lot of you guys are really here for that and want to understand, what do you think it needs to be changed, Rick? What do you think needs to be adjusted? Whatever. Because this wouldn't be an honest review if I didn't call out the flaws. Of course, I don't know how many of the people out there are going to be talking shit or saying whatever. I'm going to be straight up. The settings menu is way too complicated. I don't know if you guys have looked through the settings menu. I'm going to try to show it right here for you guys. If you're a new player, the tabs, the multiple amount of tabs, the subcategories, all of that, just settings that affect other settings or just doesn't even make sense. It's too much. If you're brand new to Battlefield or even a returning casual, it's a complete headache. They really need to simplify that or create a beginner-friendly presets. I don't know what to do, but that part of the game and just being able to set up all of that stuff was just insane for me. And it was just, I don't even know if I had the right settings still. I have no idea. And number two, the matchmaking. Although it got me in games pretty quick most of the time, when it comes to the domination mode, 8v8, when you need to only find 16 players, it's weirdly slow. I don't get it. It takes so long sometimes to find a full 16-player lobby. I don't know if you guys experienced this. If you guys did, please let me know. But it would get to like 15 out of 16 players. And all of a sudden, now it just doesn't want to add the last player in the game. And it killed the hype when you're sitting there for 2 to 3 minutes, sometimes even longer. It felt like I was playing Call of Duty again. I don't want to feel like that. I want to actually just get into the game because there's not that skill-based matchmaking, matchmaking effect in this. It's ping-based, and then they adjust it based off the skill from there. But that was very weird and very slow. I hope that they adjust that throughout the first weekend. Maybe by next weekend it's 100% fixed, but I feel like it's an easy fix, but it really does kill, that hype that you have because you're sitting there figuring out what the hell are we doing. But with that being said, overall, Battlefield 6 is a big-ass W. This game is absolutely going to compete with Call of Duty. In some ways, it already is. We see that with Call of Duty already making changes to their anti-cheat, trying to copy what Battlefield is doing. I mean, I don't know what Call of Duty is going to do in the future. Maybe they try to go more into a realistic version of warfare. I don't know. But there's a different vibe to this game. It feels more mature, more tactile, more rewarding when you actually play it right. Of course, the movement is slower. Of course, it's not like Call of Duty. You can't fly around corners sliding like that. It's realistic gameplay. So if you are not a fan of that, you're not going to be a fan of this game. Straight up. If you are not a fan of, your bullets looking like, they're not going where you're shooting them because your gun's swaying around and stuff, it's not going to be for you. This is a realistic shooter, and you have to be prepared for that. You also have to make sure it's clear that this isn't just another Battlefield versus Call of Duty year. This time, the competition is actually real. And I generally think a lot of players are going to be forced to make a decision. Do I want to grind Call of Duty with all the SBMM, recycled content, broken metas, and the crazy-ass skins that are running around? Or do I want to take my skills to Battlefield and experience something fresh, something more real? And from where I'm sitting, it's clear as day that Activision is scared. You can feel it. You can see it. They know Battlefield 6 has something special coming up. They see the player count shifting. 860,000+ people on Twitch alone were watching, trying to get an early beta access code so they can play this new game. And for the first time in a long time, Call of Duty is not the only king of the FPS hill. And that's a good thing. Competition is good. So yeah, that's my honest Battlefield 6 review. The game looks amazing, sounds even better, plays differently, and honestly, it's just fun. It's a new experience that you're definitely going to have to get used to. But once you start getting used to how to play it, it is a very good experience. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. Are you guys going to be sticking with Call of Duty, or are you going to be jumping over the Battlefield ship, or are you going to be juggling around with both? When Black Ops 7 comes out, it's going to be a perfect experience of saying, okay, what do I feel like playing today? Is it Call of Duty or is it Battlefield? If both games are good, that's a good thing. Nobody wants either one of them to die. We just want competition because that's going to make the FPS gaming industry even better. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, play smart, aim straight, and don't run into shotguns head first. And don't just fucking run around slide canceling. You're not going to be able to do it. It's not going to be a good time. Other than that, have a great day. I'll see you guys in the stream. I'm out this bitch. Peace out.